Hello everyone. Let's listen a story from Panchatantra. Crime Never Pays. Characters in the play: Birju and Hira, two young men in a village. Ratan, Birju's father. Chief, the head of Madhupur village. The inside of a small mud hut in Madhupur village, Birju and his father are sitting on a cot talking to each other. Birju: Father, I am tired of being poor. I want to become rich quickly. I have a plan, but I will need my friend Hira's help to carry it out. Ratan: So what are you waiting for? Go and look for him and put your plans into action. You have my blessings. As they are talking, they spot Hira coming towards the hut. Birju: Well, here comes Hira himself. Hira: Good morning, uncle. Hello, Birju. What are you discussing? Birju: Hira, you know it is becoming very difficult to earn money in Madhupur. What do you think of going to the city and finding new ways of making money? After all, we have to look after our families. Birju: That's a good idea. Let's do it. Ratan: May God bless both of you with wealth and success. Remember to stay together and help each other always. The two young men set off on their journey the very next day. Over the next few months, they get many jobs, mainly due to Hira's good nature. Hira is an honest and sincere worker, but Birju is lazy and careless. Often Birju leaves his share of the work undone, which Hira generously completes after finishing his own work. A year passes and Birju and Hira find that they have earned a lot of money. They decide to go back to their village. While returning home, they pass through an orchard close to Madhupur. Birju has an idea. Birju and Hira are in the orchard with bags in their hands. Birju: Hira, it isn't wise to take so much money to our houses. Everyone will ask us for the money. Let's hide most of our money in a pit under this tree here. Hira: That's true, Birju. Let's bury this bag of money here and only take a small amount with each of us. The two of them dig a pit under a tree and put the big bag into it, then covering it carefully with mud and dry leaves, they return to their houses in the village. At night, Birju tells his father about his adventures. He says that they had earned all that money only because he had taken Hira out of Madhupur. He says that it was his idea to work at different places. So rightfully, it is he who has earned both his and Hira's money. And it all belongs to him. He tells his father of his plan to take all the money from the pit. His father encourages him. Birju goes to the orchard with a spade in hand. He takes out all the money, keeps back the empty bag, and covers up the pit as before. A few days have passed. Birju meets Hira in the village square. Birju: My friend, you know I have many responsibilities and my money is all spent. Let us go and take out some more money from the pit. Hira: Sure, I too need to take out some money. Let's go and take some more money from the pit. In the orchard, when pit is uncovered, they discover only an empty bag. Birju: Where is the money? Who has stolen it? You thief! You must have stolen the money. Come on, give me back my share. You can't take my share. Hira: Just 1 minute, Birju. I haven't stolen the money. For me, other people's money is like a pile of stones. I don't even look at it. Don't accuse me. I am not a thief. Birju: I don't believe you. Only you knew about this pit. Give me my share or I will take you to the village headman. Hira: Fine, let the headman decide. The two go to the village headman. The village headman hears them and orders a test to find out the thief. He tells them to dip their hands in boiling oil. However, Birju has other plans. He says that the tree goddess would have seen the person who had stolen the money. So the headman and the other villagers decide to go to the orchard the next morning to hear what the tree goddess has to say. At night, Birju tells his father his plan. The next morning, Birju, Hira, the village headman and the other villagers are in the orchard. Headman: "O tree goddess, tell us who stole the money from the pit beneath you." Tree: "It was Hira. He is the thief." Everyone is shocked and surprised to hear the tree talking. The village headman thinks hard how they should punish the thief. Meanwhile, Hira lays dry sticks and leaves around the speaking tree. He then sets them on fire. The flames of the fire reach the tree as well. "Oh, burning, burning, I am burning, help!" Birju's father tumbles out of the hollow trunk of the tree, badly burnt. Headman: "Oh, so that was you who pretended to be the tree goddess? Well, you deserve the painful burns as punishment. Now it's time to punish the real thief." Moral of the story is, bad deeds are always punished. Thank you and have a good day.